So there's a guy that I work with. His name is Donovan, and he has a channel where he does a lot of skits. But he does characters. But he made a video recently, which I'd like to address and sort of link to that below here. He was talking about love and acceptance, and how in this very cruel and pretty much despicable world there is really not a lot of that, and how people are going to be basically prone, or not prone, but like they'll be basically they're more akin to judging people or beating them over the head with a stick, or beating them over the head with anything, just because they are different, or because they are weird or different, and they have something that apparently, according to the people who's beating the person verbally or otherwise, that there is something wrong with them. I don't believe that I can explain what he's talking about in a better way than he has. He has explained, coming from a place of where he hasn't felt love or acceptance in many different ways in his life. He has explained those things that we have to basically show love and acceptance to each other, and that's basically one of the main ways to benefit this world. I don't think I can explain that better than he has, so I highly recommend. And this doesn't boil down to religion. It boils down to being a good person. It boils down to being a good human, and I think you should definitely watch his video to kind of understand where I'm coming from. So he brought up this Japanese commercial of a woman throwing a black man into this bleach, and he came out white, and how people, I guess, accept this sort of kind of commercial, and they have no problem with it. And it kind of, not only does his video make me realize a lot of the times in my life that I felt unaccepted, but also the part of my life where a part of me where I have, used comedy and sort of, been sort of, I've been sort of a racist myself a lot in my life, and I suppose I don't really like that I have been that way, but that's just the way that I have been, and I'd like to go against that now. But either way, he discusses racism. He discusses how in the Phantom of the Opera, the recent movie, a black man played the Phantom, and how people were basically freaking out because the Phantom was black, and how if people are gonna try to claim this character integrity about a fictional character, then that's wrong. That's basically racism, saying that a person can't play a character because of their race, because of something about them. That is entirely a wrong thing, and I totally agree with him on this. And he talks about how people who are homosexual, who want to be married, they're basically declaring love for each other. People who have problems with that are basically going against one's declaration of love, one's a basic human right, about how there's how a person has a right to the pursuit of happiness, and declaring love for somebody else via the governmental act of marriage is not something that should be denied them because they are different. So I want to, I guess, add one thing about this. This is very important because he talks about how my friend Donovan, he's sort of a half white, half black man, and he talks about it in the video below, which I'm going to link to, that he has been asked, "What race are you?" And he was like, "I'm both of you." When whites or blacks ask him that, he was like, "I'm both of you. So why are you like?" And he was talking about how it shouldn't matter to somebody what race he is when it comes to talking to him or accepting him or being a friend to him. And that I totally agree. And as years go on, I'm kind of going to add my little two cents to this now. As the years go on, and this is from the Bible. As the years go on in this world, things are going to get progressively worse. There will be less and less love in this world as time goes on, basically, and that's the way it's going to be until the end of the world, and everybody who is a Christian will be clothed in white robes, and then when all this is over, we will all go to heaven together. Everything's going to get progressively worse. And us who are Christians, and there's going to be less and less Christians as time goes on too. Those of us who are Christians who do understand and love, who do understand the love that God has for us and do understand God, I think we all need to set an example for the world. Number one, to love and accept everybody that we meet. To be an example and to show love that surpasses all things, just as God has shown us. And through that, somebody might just say, why is he so loving? Why is he or she so happy? What's different about him or her? And I think that love is the only thing of value left in this world, and will be the only thing of value left until we all go to heaven. We will be loving to each other, and we will be basically in God's love. We will be basically worshiping him for eternity, and it will be all basically cakes and rainbows, which is going to be an amazing thing. But for right now, things are not like that. We are not in heaven. We are not with our Father. And because of what he has done for us, we need to be the ones to set an example, the one to accept others. And I know that I've kind of been, I've experienced unacceptance in many forms in my life also, and I have sort of in some ways turned out to be in some ways sort of a dick because of it. Sort of a crass thing to say, but it's true, and I don't want to be that way. I want to be somebody who loves and will accept anybody who I possibly meet, and will not judge anybody by anything about them that is different. I don't want to be that person. So thank you very much, sir, Donovan, for making that video. It kind of it made me think about a lot of things and things that I've done wrong in my life, and how just I want to be better, and how how us all as Christians, we should be the example and the one that stands out by showing love, because there's not really a whole lot of that left. So thank you.